What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy again on deck. Don't talk really fast or nothing like that, not unless in the back of my mind tell me I need to talk really fast and English. Although I'm not from England. But anyway, I'm making this video because something dawned on me. It's pretty interesting. Just popped in my head. Wondering about this thing with Syria before with Trump, FBI, Central Intelligence Agency, National Security Administration, Inspector General, Attorney Generals, different implications of what living really consists of as far as communicating with other people and things of that nature, not just being here and going on with everyday life, getting up, showering, making your lunch, or getting your lunch made, or dinner, or going out, or games, bars, or clubs, or outings in general, and, clocking in on time, and getting overtime, or not, and what car you're going to drive today or not. Do you even have a car? And who's that passing you in traffic? Who's that next to you in traffic? Who's that next to you in a grocery store? Who's that at the cash register? A little thing like that. But the patch of land that we live on, they separate them in 50 different states. Different weather patterns over here on the east, over here on the west, southern border, northern border, different weather patterns, and things like that. And it's on one patch of land, encompassed an ocean, a sea, you know what I mean? And it's just weird. Something just dawned on me. It's, they call this the United States more than the United States of America. Then you have South America, North America, Middle America, and all these little states or, things. But, doing a little research, I come across what the birth certificate really is. And a social security card or number, what that really is, and it's fascinating. Even Washington, D.C. D.C. meaning the District of Columbia. And that is so crucial. It's amazing. Excuse me. Don't trip. At any rate, thinking about the patch of land, they call it the United States more than of America. Recently, like in the past 10 years, it's been more the United States. And you say, well, and we know it's America. Well, like I said, it's just something that popped in my head. And after some research, I think that kind of added to this cognitive daydream, vision of what's actually happening to this country. And the word country is fascinating. But it seems to me that this patch of land, this continent, this part of Earth, on this hemisphere, half a sphere, that's fascinating too. It should be the United Corporations of the head corporation. I think this is a corporation. It's a corporation, and we're being bamboozled. We're being fooled into thinking that citizen means a part of, while at the same time we're not even close. We are, meaning worker bees for the many corporations within the one corporation, which is America, is a corporation. It's the United Corporations of the corporation. That's why you have the news, propaganda wing or tentacle. You have the bank tentacle, and you have the government tentacle, and the bank tentacle. You know, you have Wall Street, and you have these people on what you call the media, which is a simple canvas, always blank, but it's being painted to describe or to articulate or to, well, you know, the media is exactly what that is. It's a medium is used to paint a picture, and that corporation is used in empowering other corporations. You know what I mean? And it's fascinating. It's like we're here, but we're not. We are here to make money for a corporation that we are not employees of. Maybe we are, but we are so compartmentalized, meaning that we only do so much and know so much, to the point to where we are so naively led mentally, personally, to where we don't even understand how left out we are. But it's a lot of people that's not left out. That's why you have the Hillary Clintons and the Bill Clintons and the George Bushes and the Obamas and the Soroses, and those are just faces, though. Rothschilds and the Rockefellers. It's amazing, and it's trippy. And the end game is to only have a few rich people, and that's it. And that's it. And everybody else not rich. Is that scary? It could be. It could be. But, for a lot of people, they don't really want much. They just want to be able to take care of their family or themselves and be able to pay and buy things. Pay for things and buy things, that they may need or may just want. Not necessarily riches, but we're in a time now that we're being constantly lied to, and it's being not only revealed, that we're being lied to, but it's saying that what you're gonna do about it. There's not much you can do about being lied to. It's just, and it's Donald Trump, and this thing is amazing. And here's another president being tore down. Not because he's imperfect, but because he's trying to be what so many people need as far as a representative. And this country has been so decimated by greed and deception. I remember like maybe 2000 or 2005 or something. So you used to always hear this term, the age of deception, which it had been predicted that an age would come about called deception. And I remember when the phrase started being repeated more than ever. And it seemed like since then we've come to a point now that the age of deception is not even a good enough term to describe the deception and the falling away of integrity. You know, it's weird. It's like it's only a few people that really notice and sit back and watch the change, the mutation. It seems like the freer people try to make their minds, the more mutated they are, or perverse, or you know what I mean? It's just like back in the day, you wouldn't dare let certain things happen. Now it's just like, and it's still bad. It's not that it's changing for the better. It's changing for the worse. Everything they say, okay, well now, you know, we could be good, we could say that we abort our babies. Or, yeah, it's okay to say that, you know, homosexuality, or we could see men kissing. But you know, homosexuality is it's non-productive. Or I don't know, if a man want to be a woman, then fine. But what the, you know, why try to convince other children to do it? Not that it's okay, but to do it. And then we convince ourselves that government is the people. And when the government is not the people, it is a literal contract. Contract is government. If you look up the word government, it means control of the mind. And the word M-E-N-T, just look it up. I mean, come on, you know, go back to the language. The original language of where we and what it really means. Washington, D.C., District of Columbia, who Columbia is and who she or it represents. It's amazing. And it seemed like the more what we want to call or describe as being corrupt is revealed or brought into the spotlight, the more at the same time it's becoming acceptable, because I'm watching these people's country. Don't forget, my forefathers go all the way back to the land of Israel. Not the land of Israel, but the people. It wasn't a land, it was Israel was a people, but all the way back there. You know, we in the land of our captivity, period, point blank, still. And we are Hebrew. And we are from the tribe of Judah. We are Judah. That's where Judean come from. wasn't a land, it was a people. It just so happened Nazarene was of the tribe of Judah because he's called the Lion of Judah. Just so happened I'm a Leo. That's cool. But anyway, we're in the land of our captivity. So, you know, the people that capture us, you know, their descendants are watching their lands being taken over and being used to be a little bit more different than what they thought it would be. You know, they benefited from the captivity of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, and Benjamin, yeah, that's the Jamaicans and whatever, you know, here. And Mexican ain't got nothing to do with it. But you go online and you see people trying to explain away us to the very end. Or maybe it's all a playbook. But anyway, you watching they land and you see them sitting on they get on YouTube and talk, expose this, expose that, expose this. This was happening, you know, support my channel and, you know, send me money so I can get the truth out. You can get it all out all you want to. The only people getting off their ass and fucking, you know, sticking their foot in people's ass about how they want this country to go. They want free health care. They want free food stamps. They want free this. They want free that. They want a universal income. They want somebody else to pay for every damn thing else. And they don't want nothing but free shit. Don't have to work and, you know, tear down the government. It's already been foresaid that, you know, in order to get this new world order down, we have to destroy America. America's government. That means they have to destroy America's Constitution. Because the people that we select is not the government. The government is the Constitution itself. It's a contract that 350 or 60 million people can't sign, but we can elect people to go and represent and uphold our contract. But then they become corrupt. And so now it's so corrupt. They done sold our factories and manufacturing things to other countries, even land. And it's also said that, you know, we didn't win a revolution as far as, you know, going against Britain and shit, you know, because they obviously instilled their Federal Reserve and their central banks. Washington, D.C. is a sovereign nation. It's not even part of the United States. Get with it. But I'm sitting here watching these people watch their own country be destroyed. And a lot of them are well off enough to go to Washington, D.C. and go there and demand for these people that has committed tyranny and treason against their own contract, their government, their constitution. They got enough money to go there, you know, and demand for them to be removed and to replaced before it's too late, and they won't. And that's just too bad. And here it is. I'm in a country where a majority of people will prefer for me and my skin color not to even be here anymore, you know, aside the point that it was blood, literal sweat, beat out of us. Sweat was beat out of us to keep going. And tears, watching our children being taken away from us, and we had no power in our hand to get them back. They used our babies to bait alligators so they can have alligator shoes and whatnot. We got hung just because our skin wasn't the same color as they were. But look at their country. What's going to happen when it's finally taken over to the point to where they want to talk about freedom and I know my rights. What happened when it's all gone because you sat on your ass and just exposed everything? And when you got other people out in the street that's calling themselves anti-fascists, but that's actual activism that fascists use to take and rip apart a sovereign nation. You know, no borders. Why do you think that is? Because they're trying to destroy your government, your constitution, your sovereignty. You got people that's exposing this. I know it, and I'm just a Gary, Indiana person from a long time ago. Look at that, like what they call refuge, a ghetto person, and I know this. You got the people that is much well off. They got the complexion for the connection, and just sitting back, learning this, and ain't moving a muscle. Y'all better get up before it's gone.